struck him out. Moves in, baby! Let's play!
Welcome, everybody, to the first-year home of the Atlanta Braves, SunTrust Park, as we welcome you to Mariner Baseball tonight, the finale of this three-game series, ending of the second leg of this four-city tour. Dave Sims, along with Mike Flowers and the Root Sports crew. Pleasant night here in Atlanta, Georgia, on this Wednesday, the 23rd of August. Mariners trying to go 4-2 on this road trip. Shutout last night for the 10th time, and looking to get that offense back on track.
Been a big difference for them on this road trip. If you go back to Tampa, where they won 2 out of 3, 7 runs in the first and second game, were shut out in the last game, and then 6 runs in the first game here, shut out last night. So Dave is absolutely right. You have to score some runs.
Here's Robert Allen Dickey, one-time Mariner back in 2008. He went 5-8 with the Mariners, a 5.21 ERA. And Mike's going to be a lot of discussion with you, pal, about knuckleballs and how to hit one, how to attack it. Take a look at the Mariner batting order that will face Mr. Dickey.
I think these guys are going to do fine tonight. Yonder Alonso's really been swinging the bat well, and he's had success against Dickey. 417 average for him. Danny Valencia in the lineup. He will be the cleanup hitter tonight. No Nelson Cruz. Danny with a couple of hits against Dickey. Both of them home runs. And Mike Zunino starting to heat up. He was 2 for 3 last night. And for R.A. Dickey, 24 starts on the year, 8-8 record, a 3.98 ERA in 147 innings. He has 105 strikeouts, 56 walks. He has a fastball. He'll throw it about 15% of the time. Fastball right around 85 miles an hour to go along with the knuckleball. And a look at the defense. Matt Kemp in left field made a diving catch last night. Keeps some runs off the board from the Mariners. Dansby Swanson, good shortstop, has really played well. First-round pick for the Braves. And Tyler Flowers, he will have a lot of pressure on him, trying to keep the knuckleball in front of him. Mariners will be aggressive on the bases with Dickey on the mound.
Now, he has a different approach, or Dickey has asked him to have a different approach behind the plate.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. With Tyler Flowers catching, and Dickey wants him to catch him basically with one knee on the ground. And the reason why, and Dickey's one of the better ground ball pitchers in the league, is because he wants the low strike. He wants the pitch that's on the plate. He wants him to be able to frame it. You can see that kind of first baseman type glove that he's going to use. But the thing about it is he's not very mobile that way. Dickey with 12 wild pitches this year, 8 pass balls for Tyler Flowers. So the Mariners are aware of that. Hopefully they can take advantage of some extra bases because of it.
That is a new approach. I mean, all the years we've seen knuckleballers. I mean, you face Wakefield, Charlie Huff, and all those guys. Do you ever remember seeing a guy taking a knee like that?
No, I don't. But for R.A., again, he wants that low strike. And Tyler Flowers told him, he said, hey, I can't move to my right, and I can't catch the high pitch. He goes, you're not going to catch it anyway. I need the low strike. So this is what I want you to do. Now, I have heard of pitchers. Chris Bosio, for example, we had our scouting reports, and when Boz would pitch, he would turn around, look at me, and say, I want you on the line right here, right now. And what am I going to do? I'm going to go stand on the line, right? So Tyler Flowers is going to have a knee.
Absolutely. Well, here we go, Gene Segura. See if the hit machine can get cracking again. He's 0 for his last 13, 2 for 21 on the road trip. First pitch in there for strike.
Starts him with a fastball. Again, he'll throw his fastball about 15% of the time. His average fastball this year, 83 miles an hour. Average knuckleball at 77.
Swing and a miss. 81 degrees here in Atlanta. It's in the low 90s earlier today. There's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. That ball had a lot of movement on it. Over the years, when he was with the Mariners, we always talked about this. He throws the knuckleball a lot harder than most of the guys we've seen over the years.
No, you're right. Again, his average this year, and you can see it tumbling a little bit, his average this year is at 77 miles an hour, but at times you will see 80 to 82 as far as the knuckleball, but he'll also take a lot off. Sometimes he'll throw it up there at about 68 miles an hour. So really trying to get into the hitter's heads with some timing.
Here's Yonder Alonso. Inside to Yonder, 0 for 3 last night. 6 for 17 on the road trip.
Two good numbers against Dickey. 5 for 12.
Hitting approach, let's get that on the board right now. How do you attack?
It's pretty simple, and this is what I was told. I was fortunate enough. I hit my first major league home run off of Charlie Huff, a very good knuckleball pitcher, and the advice from the veterans was try to get something up in the zone and turn it loose. Over the course of some time and experience, I would stand a little more upright, and it seemed to help. But anything that's down in the zone, it's just going to continue to go down. That's why Dickey's one of the better ground ball pitchers in the league. So I think look for something up in the zone and turn it loose. Hopefully, if it's up high, that'll get the ball in the air. And in this ballpark, it's Doesn't take much to hit it out.
We've detailed over the years we've been working together your success against Tim Wakefield. You got those pitches. They were mainly up, and
they were up.
1-2 here to Alonso way outside.
And I really didn't want to fall behind because then it's difficult to try to figure out what's going to be in the strike zone, what's going to dive out of it. So I just wanted to be aggressive on the knuckleball early.
2-2 pitch here to Alonso.
One of the things that is interesting is his fastball at 83 miles an hour. When he falls behind, he will throw it about 34% of the time, which is quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see if the Mariner hitters want to get after his fastball. It's pretty straight, too.
3-2 pitch here to Alonso. That's going to be caught. Nice play. Dansby Swanson tracked it down.
He's played well. That was the fastball in the inside corner. Jammed him a little bit.
Big Fish Casino, big catch. Dansby Swanson, heralded youngster.
First round pick. Very good athlete. Yeah. Start of the series, just trying to get to know some of these infielders. I talked to Ron Washington, the infield coach for the Braves. He likes him a lot. Very aggressive fielder. Average throwing arm, but gets rid of the ball quickly.
Got good footwork, I noticed. Brings up Robbie Cano, 6-game hitting streak for the veteran second baseman. And he goes after the first pitch, fouls it off. Robbie 1 for 3 last night. Nick Markakis, boy, he was a wrecking crew. A couple of runs batted in. And the Mariners, they had opportunities, just could not go cha-ching. Look at that, 0 for 7, 9 LOBs, and the 2 errors, 4 errors the night before. Scott Service open his ball club can make it 4-2 and then enjoy a day off in New York tomorrow. Weekend series at the Yankees, and then see Baltimore Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wrap up this longest trip of the season. R.A. Dickey, Robert Allen Dickey, out of Nashville, Tennessee. He's a Tennessee volunteer, majored in fine arts. His 6th big league team. He won the Cy Young Award with the Mets back in 2012. Down the line, foul.
And then you can see right there taking some off the knuckleball, just 69 miles an hour in the middle of the plate. Robbie out in front of it.
In that Cy Young Award winning season of 2012, he went 20-6, a 2.73 ERA, 5 complete games, 3 shutouts, 233 2/3 innings, and 230 Ks, only 54 walks.
Even this year, he's been pretty steady. We showed his ERA at a 3.98, just under 4. And you look at his numbers this year with all of his starts. He's only had 2 starts where he's given up 4 earned runs or more. So he's been pretty consistent.
The other thing I noticed too, he didn't miss any starts. 24 starts at Tehran, has the most starts at 25, and Foldenevich has 24 starts as well. Again, RA's 42. 2-2 pitch. Left field. Kemp going back, can't get it. Extra bases for Cano. So a 2-out double. 27th double for Robinson Cano. Kyle Seager, team leader with 29.
And going the other way, knuckleball in the middle of the plate, diving away from tumbling, but you can see it started out above the belt. By the time he attacked it, it was probably belt high, maybe just below it. It gives you a little more room as far as deciding whether you want to swing, and an opportunity again to hit it in the air. I'll bring up Danny Valencia. Danny 2 for 9 in his career against R.A. Dickey. Both hits, home runs. Batting cleanup today.
Danny, a pinch hitter last night, got hit by a pitch. 2 for 9 against R.A. Dickey. Both are home runs. Home plate umpire tonight, Ramon De Jesus. Laz Diaz at first, Jeff Nelson at second, Corey Blazer at third. 1-0. There for strike.
I always thought And as a hitter, as difficult as it is to hit it, it has to be tough for the umpire. We talked about the catchers having a tough time catching. The umpires have a tough job, too. They're really going to have to take their time calling balls and strikes because they're going to have to follow it all the way in.
High fly ball. Easy play for Markakis. That'll do it. Mariners get a runner to second on the double by Cano. Can't score him. Braves coming to bat here in Atlanta against Erasmo Ramirez. If you just listen, you can tell you're in Atlanta as the Braves get ready to come to bat here at SunTrust Park. Let's take a look at the batting order that will face Erasmo Ramirez.
And for the Braves, they are fourth in hitting. Ender Inciarte, the leadoff hitter, leads the team with 17 stolen bases. Want to keep him off the bases. Freddie Freeman, an 11-game hitting streak for him. Hurt the Mariners a couple of times in this series so far. And Nick Markakis, his 8th home run in last night's ball game. For Ramirez on the year, 12 starts, a 4.52 ERA, 67 strikeouts over 19 walks for Erasmo.
Erasmo pitching in his 5th game since coming back to the Mariners, 1-1, a 3.54 ERA. Here's Inciarte. And first pitch swing deflected. Segura, that's going to be a base hit.
Another one of those situations if Ramirez would let it go. They were in position. Danny Valencia going to get the start in right field. It was Nelson Cruz last night, but Nelson not getting to start. Danny in right field hitting cleanup for the Mariners. Mitch Haniger is in left field. It's normally in right. He'll move over to left. And Mike Zunino's really had a good series behind the plate. Thrown out 3 runners so far. He'll get to do the catching duties. He's caught all 3 games in this series.
Tell you what, his throwing in the series, talking about Zunino, an absolute primer for catchers. Footwork, throwing, accuracy, just spot on.
Yeah, I thought Scott Service today mentioned that, and he said that the key to it all is that he's not rushing, and it's something that Mike has talked about too, and a big part of that is the pitcher's giving him a chance. But he said it was important, 1, to let the ball travel, and 2, get his feet straight right away, and that's something that we have seen from Mike. Quick feet, get your shoulders in line, and his throws have been right on the base.
Inciarte with hit number 157, second in the National League to Colorado's Charlie Blackmon at 168. 1-0 to Phillips. Question was put to Scott Service. Did you catch any knuckleballs? And how'd you go again? First of all, how'd you catch knuckleballs? And I kept waiting. He got to use the ukulele. Let it get to the backstop, pick it up when it stops rolling.
Yeah.
But he said he had a little bit of success against Candiotti and Wakefield because that was more his bat speed.
The other thing he said is you really can't prepare for it. Not as if you can just practice batting practice against the knuckleball, although we've seen that before. I don't think you can. I'm not sure that you'd really want to.
Good point.
You know, really, and it goes to what Edgar used to talk about too, because Edgar didn't like facing knuckleballers because he thought it affected him for the next 2 games. To get back into the speed and picking up the spin of the ball, he didn't like it at all.
1-2 to Phillips, who's riding an 8-game hitting streak. Over the head of Alonso. Valencia's going to have to get it in. Inciarte easy to third. Runners at the corners here for Atlanta. 9-game hitting streak now for Phillips.
A couple of bad breaks for Ramirez. He gets the ground ball. Pretty good 2-seamer. Firm ground, though. Chops it over Alonso's head. So Inciarte hits the ball right back at him. It would have been to Segura an easy play. Unfortunately, he gets a hand on it, deflects it. And now that bounding ball over Alonso's head. He's in tough shape here in the first.
Career hit number 1,992 for Phillips. Freddie Freeman. Ball 1 to Freddie. Well, Jackie Bradley Jr. went down with a thumb injury last night, so they pick up the phone. Dave Dombrowski does, calls Billy Beane, and they make a deal. Rajai Davis goes from Oakland to the Red Sox for a minor leaguer. Hit pretty well. Giving chase Heredia, can't get it. Phillips had to go back and touch second. He's delayed, so the Mariners catch a break. A double for Freddie Freeman, his 24th. Scoring on the play is Inciarte, 1-0 Braves.
We talked about this at the beginning of the series. With Freeman hitting third, it's important to get the first 2 hitters out. Easier said than done, and this is the reason why. He's their best hitter. Now a 12-game hitting streak for him. Picks up an RBI. Dave's right, it would have been 2, but Phillips had to go back and touch second. I think he was watching the ball to see if it was going to be caught and ran past the base.
But Justin Upton the other day when they hit a home run, he thought the guy was going to make a heck of a catch. He had to go back. Let me just make sure, go back, touch first.
The thing that I thought was great, and I don't know who it was, but the second base umpire who was in the background was looking at him with this confused look on his face, like, what are you doing?
Upton with the Tigers. That was that Sunday or Monday. That was something. Watch the trail runner right here. There's Phillips.
Yeah, he missed the inside corner of the base because he was watching the play.
Ramirez needs an out.
And that's the reason why the infield is back. It's early in the ball game here in the first inning, and Scott Service needs an out.
Speaking of Justin Upton, he made the last out at Turner Field on a called strike 3. Got a 1-1 pitch here to Matt Kemp, who went 2 for 3 last night.
Rossmo has pitched well in his previous 2 outings. Fastball right around 92 miles an hour. His cutter has been a good pitch for him at 89, and a changeup. Opponent's hitting just 188 against his changeup.
Ball and 2 strikes. Chopper, hold the runner. They get a big out. Bring up Nick Markakis, 4-game hitting streak for him. A lot of damage last night. 2 for 4. Home run leading off the 4th. RBI single in the 5th.
Yeah, he had 3 hits in the first game and scored a run.
One nothing Braves here. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Valencia recovers. That'll score Phillips. Tagging Freeman. He goes to third. 2-0 Atlanta with 2 outs. Sac fly Markakis. RBI number 64. See if Erasmo can just get an out right here and hold it to a 2-run frame here for the Braves. Braves 4th in hitting in the National League, 11th in runs, 4th in hits, 12th in home runs. Flowers 0 for 3 last night, one-time Chicago White Sox.
His last outing against Tampa for Ramirez, they were very aggressive. We're seeing the same thing here, 13 pitches, and this is the 6th hitter in the inning, so they're being aggressive also. They know Ramirez throws a lot of strikes.
Two and 0. Yeah, that worked for and against him when he was with the Mariners the first time.
It's the quality of those strikes, and his last few outings he's been on the edges of the plate and used his cutter a little bit more, which has caused some weak contact and helped him out.
Trying to get back in the count here, 2 and 0. He does.
Right back to the cutter again at 87.
Two and 1. Ozzie Albies is on deck. Sure would like to get Flowers here. Rossmo in his last 2 starts, 6 innings and a win against Tampa Bay, 6 innings and a no decision against the Angels. Prior to that, 5 against Kansas City. And he walks him. Runners at first and third now. With 2 outs for Ozzie Albies. 4-game hitting streak, 1 for 3 last night. Albies the reason Phillips has been moved over to third. Top prospects in the Braves organization.
Young player, can run. A lot of different things for you. Switch hitter, just 20 years old.
First player born in 1997 to make the big leagues. 1-0 pitch here. Turned on that one. Look at it. Braves 3rd place in the National League East, 56 and 68. Never been beyond 500 this year. They've had 1 winning month. Brian Snitker. A career Braves gone all the way back to his playing days. 61 years old, out of Decatur, Illinois. Took over for Freddie Gonzalez. Braves best month, 16 and 12 in June. 1 and 2 the count to Albies. Hansby, Swanson on deck. Snitker, 2nd season, 1st full season. Pretty good staff they have here in Atlanta. Terry Pendleton, the bench coach, Chuck Hernandez, the pitching coach, Kevin Sicer, and one-time Mariner assistant hitting coach Jose Castro, and Ron Washington and Eddie Perez on the bases. 1-2 off the fist, foul back.
And for Ramirez now 22 pitches here in the first, 14 strikes. Been able to go 6 innings in his last 2 starts. One of the things to keep in mind, though, the Mariners have tomorrow off. They will travel to New York after the game tonight, but they have the day off tomorrow, so everybody in the bullpen available. Good shape there.
1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Zunino holds on to the tip. That'll do it. The Braves get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, leave 2. They got an early lead here. Kyle Seager's going to lead off when we come back. Sports is brought to you by your local Ford stores, by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting film and TV Funny Man. Tim Allen, October 21st. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. Early evening here in Atlanta, Georgia. 2-0 Braves lead. Looking for an awakening of the Mariner offense after being shut out last night. 4-0 by the Braves, going 0 for 7 runners in scoring position. Seager, Haniger, and Zunino here in the second. Kyle with a 4-game hitting streak. 1 for 4 in last night's ball game. That may be enough. And it is. Base hit. Seager makes a big turn. So a leadoff single here in the second.
And we'll take a look at it. Pretty good knuckleball. There wasn't any spin on it at all. Ends up jamming Kyle. Probably see that a number of times. Laz Diaz behind him giving Kyle a tough time with that base hit, but Kyle will take it, and I don't blame him.
Years from now, that's going to be a bullet line drive.
Well, all I can think about watching that exchange right there is we see it all the time, and you'll see it tonight. Kyle is constantly talking to the third base umpire, so I'm sure he and Laz have had a number of conversations over the years.
Oh, he's a social director.
Yeah. It'll be Corey Blazer listening to him tonight.
There's Mitch Haniger coming off a 1 for 4 game last night. First time Mitch seeing R.A. Dickey.
I like that swing, though. You're committed to swing, turn it loose. You have a chance, just like Kyle did, if you get jammed, to still pick up a base hit. But if you happen to catch it, you might hit it out of the ballpark.
One here to Mitch.
When I heard knuckleballers, Wakefield, Charlie Huff, when they started talking about once it leaves my hand, I don't know where it's going, I figured, why not swing hard? Right? If they don't know, how am I supposed to know? Take your best guess and turn it loose.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. Hit well to the gap. Everybody runs. Seager digging hard for third. Manny will stop him right there. A double for Mitch Haniger, and the Mariners in business here in the second inning.
There you go. Good aggressive swing again on the pitch. It's probably off the plate. Watch Mitch in his head. He'll take it right to the ball. That pitch off the plate away. Eyes right to it, and he drives it out to right center field. I'll bring up Mike Zunino. Mike with a couple of hits last night. The Mariners in the first inning, the Braves will play their infield back. Nobody out.
Mike looking for his first career hit against R.A. Dickey, 0 for 6. Last 2 times the Mariners saw Dickey, they got to him pretty good. Last year when he was with the Jays, beat him 14-5 July 23rd last year in Toronto, and then beat him in the 12th inning. He gave up a game-winning sac fly to Cano at Safeco Field on September 21st last year. That game July 23rd. 3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs. Cruz hit a home run. He walked 2, struck out 3. There's a 2-1.
And then he went to the slow knuckleball that time, 69 miles an hour.
You faced Wakefield and his ilk back in your playing days. What was the slowest one that you remember?
He would be down in the low 60s.
Timmy.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch here. Swing and a miss. Zunino a strikeout victim. Second tonight for Dickey. 1 away with runners at second and third. And that'll bring up Guillermo Heredia. Hey, while the Mariners hit the field, your youngsters can hit the playfield. Stop by the Seattle Children's Playfield next time you're at the ballpark, where your kids can enjoy playground, wishing well, and more. Guillermo looking to get on track. 0 for his last 9 and 1 for 11 on the road trip. Infield straight up, playing back. Here's 1-0.
I'd like to see him put the ball in play right here. You have Ramirez, the pitcher, waiting on deck, and sometimes hitting 8th in the National League, you have to expand the zone a little bit. There's 1 out.
2-0 pitch.
There you go.
Slicing drive, tagging is Seager. Here's a throw from Markakis. It is cut off by Freeman. RBI by Guillermo Heredia. Sacrifice fly that produces his 23rd run batted in. Mariners on the board. It's 2-1 Atlanta.
And we'll take a look at it. Pitch away from him on the outside corner, maybe just off the plate. I like that he was aggressive again with the pitcher coming up next. There's no guarantee that he's going to put the ball in play. Maybe hits into a double play, Ramirez. So at least you pick up a run.
Haniger held at second. We got Erasmo first at bat this year. And it has been a while.
You can tell by that look on his face.
Yeah, tell by the swing, look at his face. Been a while since I did this one, pal.
All right, a little bit closer right there.
Hey, close your eyes, swing hard. Last knuckleball he might have seen, maybe playing some wiffle ball back in Nicaragua.
Maybe.
0-2. Shorten up his stance. Nice pick there by Tyler Flowers.
So you're telling me he went to a 2-strike approach?
Why not, hey, man? As late as he was in those first 2 swings. Shorten it up. Two outs, runner at second, 1-2 pitch. Oh, look at this, it works! Base hit for Erasmo Ramirez. Scoring is Haniger. Tie ball game at 2-2.
That's great.
Oh, that'll get everybody fired up. Erasmo Ramirez.
You know what? How about the pitchers in this series? I believe that's his first major league hit.
They get the ball.
Yeah, RBI.
Oh, that's great.
Albers had his first hit. He pitched the first game of the series. We'll take a look at this. Off the plate away. Knuckleball hits it right inside the base. Actually, a little bit surprised that Freeman wasn't able to glove it. He's a pretty good first baseman, but the Mariners will take it.
You know what happened? He saw those first 2 swings. He says, this dude's not going to put it in play. He's probably flat-footed.
Possibly. But Albers in the first game gets a base hit and RBI, 2 sacrifice bunts.
Right.
Which was great. Marco Gonzalez, he had a sacrifice bunt last night. And now a base hit and an RBI for Ramirez to tie the game up.
That's why we come to the ballpark.
That's
you
great.
Never know.
That's great.
Boy, smiles all over the dugout. I'm glad to get Nelly back in the lineup tomorrow when we go to New York. Segura 0-2.
I think Nelson right now is having a good time with the lead that Ramirez is taking at first. Which is not much of one. Yeah, he can see him laughing now. Smile. That's great. Congratulations, by the way.
Not bad production from your 8 and 9 hole hitters.
Pretty good.
Segura K's, but a good frame for the Mariners as they get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors leave a man, and they've tied the score 2-2.
Showed you the Memorial Garden behind home plate here at SunTrust Park. What we didn't show you was this. Sid Bream's knee brace. I know it's kind of an unusual artifact, but it's important because he slid into home, scoring the game-winning run in Game 7 of the 1992 NLCS to send the Braves to the World Series. Now, Bobby Cox arguably had better options for base runners in the bullpen, pitchers who could run faster than Bream, who had already had 5 knee surgeries at that point in his career. But guys, it is Bream who scored that run and became part of Braves legend.
All right, Jen, thank you very much. Here you go, Mike. Who made the throw from left field?
Barry Bonds.
Who was the catcher?
Lavalier.
Very. There we
Thank
go.
you.
Ding, 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 ding.
By the
ding.
way, I'm too familiar with that knee brace.
Yeah,
I didn't need to
I
see
hear you.
that.
Yeah, that's bad.
It was a great play, and Barry made a great play on the ball, and it was the jump by Bream. We just heard Jen. She was talking about a pitcher. A faster pitcher may not have scored on that play. It was Sid Bream in his secondary lead and a great jump on the play, even though he wasn't the fastest runner.
Line drive center field by Dansby Swanson to open up a home second on an 0-1 pitch. And the batter was Francisco Cabrera.
Yep, backup catcher.
And Barry, with a lefty throw, ball tailed just a little bit. And Lavalier made a great effort to get it and come back with the swipe tag.
Kyle Seager in on the grass at third. You have R.A. Dickey, the pitcher, hitting, so ready for the sacrifice.
R.A. 6 for 48.
Square around early.
He's got 3 sacrifices down this season. Seager coming in. Bunt, and it's a good one. Alonso to Cano, sacrifice executed by R.A. Dickey. Sacrifice 3-4. 1 down, runner goes to second. Hey, enjoy the Cano Show in bobblehead form on Saturday, September 9th. First 20,000 fans, they're going to get their very own Robinson Cano bobblehead courtesy of Root Sports. How cool is that with the bubble? This collectible could be yours, but first you got to pick up your tickets at Mariners.com.
The Marineros jersey also.
Yeah, I got to like that. That'll be a favorite. Swanson at second, top of the order. Hot hitting. Inciarte serves it. Center field charging Heredia. He's got the good throwing arm and the stop sign put up by Ron Washington to stop Swanson on the throw. Kept on moving into Inciarte. Inciarte 2 for 2.
And we'll take a look at it. Solid base hit again. They're being aggressive. Heredia not happy with himself. He has the strong throwing arm. You're going to see Alonso come in to be the cutoff man, but instead he throws it all the way in the air. You see Washington hold him up early. Inciarte then runs down and is able to get into second base. That takes away the double play ball, and Heredia knew it right away. Maybe rushing the throw is the reason why he threw it so high. Typically he'll throw it right through the cutoff man. Wasn't able to do it that time. Now Ramirez will need a strikeout.
Brandon Phillips base hit to right and run scored in the first inning. Braves answering right back. Ball 1. Well, everybody has their timing mechanism. And Phillips has one of the wildest waggles you'll see. Once he gets set, he's there. And out that. Not too many guys. I don't remember seeing too many guys do that. Cano. Throw out. Phillips scoring on the play. Swanson 2 down. RBI for Phillips is 48th. Moving over to third, Inciarte. The 3-2 lead now for Atlanta. Brings up Freddie Freeman, RBI double last time. Already second time through the order here against Ramirez. Freeman with the double extended his hitting streak to 12 ball games. Zunino with the stop.
Well, they'll probably just put him on, and they will.
Intentional walk, first of the night, second walk for Ramirez.
Kemp is not a bargain, but Freeman right now is as hot as you can be, and at least you get a right-on-right matchup.
Kemp comebacker to Ramirez, his first time up. Two down, runners at the corners, a run in. The other way, Cano smothers it, gets up, throws, and gets Kemp. Nice play. A run on 2 hits, no errors, a man left. Braves retake the lead. It's 3-2 Atlanta. We're going to see Yonder Alonso when we come back. It's brought to you by Clearwater Casino. So many reasons to come out and play. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Lovely evening here in Atlanta, GA. 3-2 lead for the Braves. Mariners will have Alonso, Cano, and Valencia 2, 3, and 4 coming up against R.A. Dickey. Dickey's got the triple crown here in Atlanta in that pitched in the Olympics at Fulton County Stadium, pitched at Turner Field, and now here at SunTrust. All 3 Braves homes. Only one to do it. Alonso, soft liner to the shortstop, Dansby Swanson, his first time up. Two and 0. Took a lot off of that one. Back with a strike, 2-1.
What's the low so far? 68? That was 69 right there. I think 68's the low so far.
Hit foul. R.A. Dickey, double-figure winner in 6 of his last 8 seasons. Best year, 20 wins. All-Star Award, All-Star Game rather, and the Cy Young Award in 2012 with the Mets. He's been with Texas, the Mariners, Minnesota, Mets, Toronto, and now Atlanta. 2-2. There you go, base hit for Alonso. Time now for today's T-Mobile Unlimited Baseball break. Most hits since '06 coming into tonight's game. Mr. Cano on top of that list. It's an impressive grouping there. Got Mickey, Nick Markakis, who we've seen here now 3 nights in a row. Adrian Gonzalez, Albert Itch, AB, and Brandon Phillips. Pujols the other night with a home run. Now he's got the most home runs by a foreign-born player in big league history. Congratulations to him. 610 just past Sammy Sosa.
Robbie with a double his first time up, doubled out to left field.
There's a 1-0 to Cano. The other way, fair ball down the line. Alonso will make his way to third. Robbie gonna have to hurry to get to second, and he's in there. Second and third here for the Mariners. Nobody out, 3rd inning. Back-to-back doubles for Cano. He's got 28 on the season, 1 behind team leader Kyle Seager.
Let's take a look. He hits the ball down the line. He started off running pretty good, but right now there's something wrong with him. He's walking out towards center field. Take a look at the knuckleball, rotating just a little bit, but another good piece of hitting. But right now the concern is Robbie, and it looks like he's just going to walk off the field. That is not a good sign at all.
Wow.
That's somebody that never comes out of the game.
Yeah, he's really hurt.
I could tell when he was coming around first base, and I thought it was going to be an easy double, and he was just jogging along, and the left fielder even throwing the ball in, he was still barely able to get there, and there was clearly something bothering him. There's normal speed as he comes out of the box in pretty good shape. He's running, and then right there he feels something. And now he's just hoping to get into second, which he's able to, but clearly he's hurting, and anytime you see him come out of the game, it's not a good sign. It's concerning.
Good news, he's got tomorrow off, and you know he does not want to miss the series in New York.
Taylor Motter in the game. He will run for him.
Wow. That is not a great development. Valencia strike. Danny with a fly ball to right field. Robbie Cano now 57th all-time in doubles. Who did he just pass? George Herman Babe Ruth. There's Phillips. Throws him out.
Mariners are now 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They had a sacrifice fly by Heredia in the 2nd inning, and their 1 hit from their pitcher Ramirez, a base hit to drive in a run.
Here's Kyle Seager. Seager with a bloop single down the left field line, first time up. That was leading off the second. Came around and scored on a sac fly by Heredia. Got jammed again. Here's Swanson on the backhand. Everybody's safe. Run scores, and the score is tied at 3-3. RBI for Kyle. It's his 64th 2-hit night for him.
And the Mariners respond again, coming right back to tie the game up. Take a look at the swing. This knuckleball kind of runs back into him. It does jam him. Phillips, the third baseman, was playing in. So an infield hit for Kyle and an RBI. There's another look at the knuckleball. That one tumbling a little bit more. But again, up in the zone, you're going to see the guys attack the knuckleball that is up. Kyle now with 64 RBIs.
3-3 ball game. That's the 5th hit for the Mariners. This one drilled left field. That'll get down. Scoring is Motter. 4-3 Mariners take the lead. RBI for Mitch Haniger, his 30th. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Double to right center and an RBI single now to left.
And the Mariners now 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Kyle Seager 2 for 2. Haniger 2 for 2. Mitch doubled to right center field his first time up. Talked about how aggressive he has been on his swing, and there it is again, another knuckleball that's going to start above the belt. That's a big key, and taking advantage of that.
Remember last night coming in, Sims pitching against Gonzalez. We were talking about, hey, there could be a lot of runs scored. It was only 4-0. Now you got both these teams back and forth. We got 7 runs on the board.
Yeah, I think you have to give both young pitchers, Marco Gonzalez, you mentioned Sims, both of them really pitched well last night.
4th hit of the inning. 11 pitches this inning for Dickey. 4 hits, produced 2 runs. Here's Mike Zunino.
The Mariners have an opportunity. R.A. Dickey, I mentioned it earlier in the game. He's only had 2 games this year where he's given up more than 4 runs. The Mariners have 4 runs early. Chance to add on.
Mariners have hit that magic number. They're 59-19 when they score 4 or more. They just continue to build on this total here. 0-1 to Mike. Struck out on a 2-2 pitch first time. And that gets by Flowers. The runners move up.
And this is something that we talked about at the beginning of the game. When you have a knuckleball pitcher out there, Flowers, that is receiving against him on that one knee, this can happen. R.A. Dickey with 12 wild pitches, 8 pass balls for Flowers. We'll see how they score this. That'll be a pass ball, it looks like. But you can see he's still not able to move around back there.
They called it a wild pitch.
Wild pitch, okay.
Broken bat. Keeps the runner. Here comes Seager. He thought about it as Zunino's retired. Two outs. Heredia sack fly his first time. He would love to cash in right here. Single would produce 2. Heredia, the 7th man to the plate.
They're going to put him on. You have the pitcher due to hit. Even though Ramirez had a base hit his first time up.
They double dare him to do it again. First pitch to Erasmo. In there for strike.
Started with a fastball this time.
First major league hit and RBI last time up. Oh, 2 pitch. Inside. Hoping he can maybe catch a break here. What did Frank Howard say? Dangerous bat?
It's a moving bat.
2-2.
Nelson's having a good time, isn't he?
Not bad when you have the American League RBI leader as your #1 cheerleader. 2-2. That's a strikeout, inning over. So that'll do it. Mariners have a good inning. They retake the lead. It's 4-3 Seattle. Oh, not at all. And you could see him laboring it running around last night, and it was exacerbated here tonight as Taylor Motter takes over at second base. No play on that foul ball by Nick Markakis. Markakis, Flowers, and Albies 5, 6, and 7 here against Ramirez. Sacrifice fly last time.
One of the reasons why, yeah, and I think it's one of the reasons why we saw Motter ended up getting called up, especially against National League clubs. But now, Phelps out in the bullpen and Motter still on this club is because he has the ability to play all over the place, and you need some flexibility, and that certainly is going to be the case. Also, Danny Valencia can play the corners in the outfield and on the infield. Those two guys, if there is something wrong with Cano and he has to miss a few days, we're going to get some playing time.
0-2 pitch. One, two from Erasmo. Swing and a miss. Got him. Second strikeout for him. One down here in the third.
Looks like just a good fastball. Normally he'll use the cutter, but this is 93 miles an hour. Yeah, that's his fastball. Elevated, belt high. Gets him to chase it off the plate.
For Erasmo Ramirez, this is career appearance number 175, his 75th start, his fourth start with the Mariners this season. Quick one to Flowers, walked on a 3-1 pitch. Oh, 2. Nice turnaround for the Mariners, who went no runs, 5 hits last night. Here we are in the third. They have 4 runs on 8 hits. One and 2. Flowers back in his home state, Roswell, Georgia, after playing with the White Sox from 09 through the 15 season. A little low. Ramirez coming back to the Mariners. Made the trade with Tampa Bay for Steve Cishek back on July 28th. Strike 3 called, and he knew it. 2 down. Check out our CenturyLink What's Next. We go to New York City. Take on the Yankees. Ariel Miranda, CC Sabathia, Giovanni Gallardo against Sonny Gray, and Andrew Albers against Masahiro Tanaka. Second time the Mariners facing the Yankees. Through the 6-hole, base hit. Albies with 2 outs here in the third. Mariners, when they played the Yankees last time back home in Seattle, July 20, 21, and 22, lose 4-1, 5-1, and then win in 10 in the finale 6-5. Here's Swanson. RBI single to center, run scored, second inning. For Ramirez, he struck out 3. 2 walks, 1 was intentional. Ball 1 to Swanson with R.A. Dickey, the pitcher, on deck. Brand new complex here for the Atlanta Braves, about 12 miles just outside the city limits. A hotel beyond right center field. Headquarters for a major cable outfit. Broadcast concern beyond right field. Their flagship radio stations beyond first base stands. Movies. It's a whole entertainment center. Two and one to Dansby Swanson. One thing about this place, though, you better have a car because there's no mass transportation. There's no light rail or anything like that. You better have a car or be ready to pay your cab fare. 2-1. Count evens at 2-2.
The parking situation, you're going to pay either way.
And the parking, it's not like they have vast numbers.
No.
Left hamstring tightness is what they're calling Cano's issue.
Well, hopefully they were able to get to it right away. And as you mentioned, they have the day off tomorrow, play Friday night.
And we'll get in 4-ish tomorrow, 4 a.m. And he'll sleep and get to Rob Nodine and/or Rick Griffin and get treatment on that ASAP. 2-2 and fouled off. As you know darn well, Robbie's going to do everything humanly possible. He does not want to miss. He doesn't want to miss any games. He particularly does not want to miss this series in New York.
Well, unfortunately for Scott, he had to deal with that for 3 days here with Nelson wanting to be in the lineup, and Nelson to get the start yesterday, but he wanted to make sure he left healthy. And now you're right, Robbie will want to play. It's going to be up to him and the trainers, I think, to hold him back if they need to.
Boy, just another cloud over this ball club that just continues to hang in there. Game over 500, injuries upon injuries. Yeah, we've gone through the litany. You're familiar with it. But now you got the guy, one of your leading hitters, one of the top RBI producers, and he goes down with a hammy tonight. And you could see him sort of nursing it. He's never trying to be Usain Bolt going home the first, but you could see that there was something.
You could tell by the way that he's running,
yeah,
whether he's healthy or not. And he seemed to be, but sometimes you never know what it is. Because he plays every day, it's a quad, it's an ankle, it's a calf, it could be anything. And you don't know what, is going to be too much. And apparently tonight it was, but hopefully they'll be able to get him back quickly. And, the good news with him, as we talk about it all the time, is you guys want to play every single day. Tough part about that as a manager and a training staff, you have to keep an eye on.
Swing and a miss as Swanson goes down swinging. Striking out the side, stranding a runner. 4 Ks on the night for Ramirez and a 4-3 Mariner lead. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. By Honda. Hurry into the Honda Summerbration sales event today. And by Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealers.com. Back and forth we go here in Atlanta. A couple of lead changes. Mariners on top right now, 4-3 as we go to the middle portion of this ball game. Without Robinson Cano, if you're just joining us, left hamstring tightness, had to leave the ball game after his second double of the night. That was in the third inning. Here's Segura. He struck out twice tonight. Up the middle. Here's Swanson. One out. Tough road here for Gene lately. 0 for 3 tonight and 0 for his last 16. Going against R.A. Dickey, Mariner back in 08. Here's Yonder Alonso. 1 for 2 with a run scored. Notice the catcher, Tyler Flowers, the knuckleballer on the mound. He's got the oversized glove, of course. Unique stance. R.A. Dickey wants him down on the knee, and I'm reminded that the guy who first went to the oversized glove, great name from the 50s and 60s, Gus Triandos, catching Hoyt Wilhelm in Baltimore mid to late 50s into the 60s. That's Tyler Flowers, the Braves catcher. Cross between the catcher's mitt and first baseman's mitt. So Alonso trying to get on board here. Mariners have had a couple good innings. 2 runs on 3 hits. Second inning, third inning, 2 runs on 4 hits. And they left the bases loaded. Taylor Motter, he has taken the place of Cano. Second full count by R.A. Dickey. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. For Dickey, his 5th strikeout. There's 2 away. Here in the 4th inning. Commemorate the inaugural Players Weekend, August 25th through the 27th at MLBshop.com with limited edition Mariners jerseys and tees featuring player pick nicknames. You can wear the gear the players are going to wear on field this weekend against the Yankees. Available while supplies last at MLBshop.com. Taylor Motter's first at bat. He came in a pinch, ran for Cano. Robbie went down with the hamstring injury. Here's a drive left field over the head of Kemp. Taylor Motter, welcome back to the big club. 2-out double. Mariners and another runner in scoring position.
It's a double spot in the lineup. Robbie, before he left, had 2 doubles, both of them in the left field, and now this double. See the location of that pitch right in the middle of the plate.
12th double for Motter. See if Valencia can pick him up. Flowers is doing a nice job behind the plate. A lot of balls have skipped up there, and he's been able to short hop a lot of them. I think he has thrown 1 wild pitch. Valencia 0 for 2. Oh, he took a big swing. R.A. off the mound, throws. And it wasn't a knuckleball, or if it was a faster knuckleball right to Freddie Freeman. Runner stranded in the 4th. Mariners lead 4-3. Brought to you by Mattress Firm. We continue the third leg of this trip. Go to New York. Off tomorrow. Quick recovery for Robbie Cano. We hope 3 games there, 3 games in Baltimore, then back home to Seattle. American League West competition, the Athletics, Houston, and the Angels. And earlier today, Rajay Davis sent from the A's to Boston for a minor leaguer. Mariner fans, a lot of them here in the ballpark here in Atlanta. Jackie Bradley Jr. going down with a thumb injury last night, so Rajay Davis moves over to Boston. Here's R.A. Dickey, the pitcher. Got a sacrifice down his first time. Ramirez struck out 4, walked 2. Chopper to Motter. On away. So what do you think of Ramirez to this point?
I think he struggled a little bit with his command in the first couple of innings. I also thought he had a little bit of bad luck involved with that, but now he's settled down. Looks like he's going to his fastball a little more than his cutter. You look at his last 2 outings, he's used his cutter changeup. And today he started using his cutter. More fastball now, maybe feels better with the command of it to go with his changeup. We'll see if the cutter comes back into play a little bit more as he moves deeper into this game.
So that little update, Rich Hill, perfecto working. Dodgers against the Pirates. Perfect through 7. There's no score in that ball game. Inciarte, a couple of hits. Not this time. 2 outs. Inciarte having a really good year. Second in the league to Charlie Blackmon in hits. 2 down. Bring up Brandon Phillips. Phillips with a base hit to right, run scored in the first. RBI ground out in the second inning. Base hit in the first extended his hitting streak to 9 games. Mariner RBIs tonight: Heredia and Ramirez, Seager and Haniger. Pitch around his shoelaces. A 6-pitch inning for Erasmo Ramirez. As we go to the 5th, he and the Mariners lead it by a run. Here in Atlanta, the rubber match of this series, and just thinking you're okay to drive isn't enough, if there is a question, don't get behind the wheel. Remember, drunk, drugs are high. It's a DUI. Not an overly big crowd here at SunTrust Park. A little bit north and east of Atlanta. 4-3 Mariners. Here's Kyle Seager. Lead things off against R.A. Dickey. Down low, ball one. Kyle with a bloop single. An infield hit. Produced an RBI. He's 2 for 2. Extended his hitting streak to 5 ball games. Seager, Henniger, and Zunino. 5, 6, and 7 coming up against R.A. Dickey. Foul off. Well, that was the other thing. We were talking to Scott Service about knuckleballs. One of the guys he caught, Steve Sparks.
Steve Sparks, really?
Radio announcer with the Astros, and he said he had one that really moved.
And Sparky would mix it up a little bit more, too. He had a pretty good fastball and a breaking ball to go with it. He wasn't just a knuckleballer.
Popped up.
He informs me every time I see him when we're playing against Houston that I was 0 for 2 against him.
Any punch outs or he just.
No, just.
Okay, no punch outs. All right, there you go. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Mitch Haniger. Good night for him. Double to right center, base hit to left for an RBI.
And scored a run.
David Phelps activated today. Designated for assignment. Leonis Martin. Mariners want to have a full up bullpen. And the good news tonight, everybody's on call with the day off tomorrow. 1-1 here to Mitch. Two-one. Here comes Phillips. Throws out a hustling Haniger. 2 out. See if Mike Zunino can get something going with 2 outs. He struck out and grounded out the third. 0 for 2 tonight.
Well, 2 outs, maybe he'll hit one in the seats.
If he abides by your game plan, get something up, and how strong he is.
18 home runs on the year.
That's going to get down. That's an extra bases for Mike Zunino all the way to the wall. He'll hold there. A 2-out double. His 18th double of the season. 1 for 3 night here for Mike.
And the 5th double in the game. That is pretty good hitting. You can see the way that ball really dropped to the outside corner, right at the knees, but he stayed with it and drives it into the gap. 5 doubles for the Mariners.
Nice work. Cano with 2, Motter with 1, Zunino. And who am I leaving out? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You got 2.
Oh, and then Haniger. Haniger's got 1.
Motter, Haniger. And now Zunino, yes.
Intentional walk here to Heredia. To get to Ramirez. Second time Guillermo's been intentionally passed.
That's why I thought in his first at bat it was important for him to be aggressive, even though R.A. Dickey was pitching him off the plate away and ended up getting a sacrifice fly. Sometimes that's your job in the National League as the number 8 hitter. You have to expand the zone a little bit, knowing that the pitcher is going to hit, especially with 2 outs. Try to pitch around you or put you on, and that's the second time they've just put him on.
You kidding me? Marquez got the big arm. He'll get. Zunino gets a big stop sign. But if you had this in your pool, you're a big winner. Erasmo Ramirez with 2 hits and an RBI. Casey, can't believe it. Who would have thunk?
Both times hitting the ball the other way. Markakis, a really good throwing arm, and he was playing shallow. No chance to score the runner. The 2 base hits for Ramirez.
Go figure. Gene wants a hit badly. 0 for 3 tonight. 0 for his last 16. He's got the bases loaded here. Yeah, moving bat.
On the fastball that time.
Good a time as any to break in 0 for 16. A lot of green out there. 2 out. Bases loaded. Markakis will take care of it. That'll do it. Well, there were some thrills at the very least. They left them loaded. It's 4-3 Mariners. All right, you guys, thank you very much. Freddie Freeman, Matt Kemp, Nick Markakis. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Mariners by a run. Here's Motter out in short right field. Throws out Freeman.
I like the fact that Ramirez took his time to come back out onto the field. He's been on the base paths a couple of times, and granted he hasn't had to run much, but it's just different than what they're used to. And he sat in the dugout a little bit. Now Kyle Seager trying to help him out and give him a little bit more time. Hot and humid night. Trying to get his legs back underneath him.
3rd Mariner pitcher to have a 2-hit night. Freddie Garcia did it twice, and Hector Noesi checked in with 1. Off the fist of Matt Kemp. Kemp has not gotten the ball out of the infield. He's 0 for 2. Come back into the pitcher, and Cano smothered one going to his left. 8 ground ball outs for Erasmo Ramirez. Swinging through. Oh, 2 to Kemp. Inside. Kemp, it looks like he's really been kept off balance by Ramirez tonight.
He's already seen a couple of changeups in this at bat. A pretty good fastball and a cutter on that last pitch on the outside corner. The first 3 pitches on the inside corner. Maybe even in off the plate.
1-2 pitch. Seager. Routine play, throws out Matt Kemp. 2 away. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. Take you back to 01. An earthquake strikes during the 3rd inning. The first game of the Mariners Indians doubleheader. It's 2011. 2011. Got my glasses too dark here. We were there. I think Shin-Soo Choo was at the plate. Indians take game 1 on Shin-Soo Choo's walk-off homer. Mariners win game 2, 12-7. Remember looking at you to my right?
Yep.
Looking down at Kevin Kremen, Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenfeld with Cleveland broadcast, and you could see the press box doing that little undulation. Boys, we're having an earthquake. Result of that was a tremor.
Yep.
That had come all the way from the Virginia, the Tidewater area. Nick Markakis, the hitter. He's ahead in the count 2-0. Down the line, foul by a few inches. You played in Old Comiskey Park, right?
Yes.
On this date, 1972, one of my heroes, Richard Anthony Allen, Dick Allen, 4th major leaguer to hit a ball into the center field bleachers at Comiskey Park.
Wow.
4th guy to do it. Jimmy Fox, Jimmy Double X Fox, Hank Greenberg, and Alex Johnson. That's a poke.
Yeah, I think I played 1, maybe 2 series there. Not much.
Long run here for Valencia and Heredia. Heredia takes charge and makes the play. Nice work. Good cooperation in the outfield. Mariners with the lead. Look to build on it when we come back with Yonder Alonso leading off. game, Erasmo Ramirez. What a night. Watch his eyes.
It's a knuckleball right down the first base line.
He's got the smile. He hit pay dirt.
Yeah, picked up an RBI. His first base hit and his first RBI.
He's getting it done on the mound, too. 5 innings. He's retired the last 7 men that he's faced, and he got Markakis. That's on a strikeout back in the 3rd inning.
Well, you were just talking about it. He's done a really good job mixing it up and wanting to get to his changeup. Talked about it before the game. Opponents hitting just 188 off of this changeup, so using the fastball and this cutter. Started off using his cutter a little bit more, but more two-seamers now. He's had a good fastball tonight, 92-93.
Alonso hit it hard to Albies. 1 away. That'll bring up Taylor Motter. If you're just joining us, Robbie Cano had to leave the game after a 3rd inning double, his 2nd of the night. Left hamstring tightness left the game. Taylor Motter came in. Taylor's first at bat, 2 outs in the 4th, and he doubled to left. His 12th double of the season. Strike 1. R.A. Dickey tonight has struck out 5, walked 2, both intentional walks to Heredia so they could get to the pitcher. Erasmo Ramirez, 2nd time they intentionally passed him. Erasmo got a base hit. That was back in the 5th.
A couple of generous strikes for R.A. Dickey in this at bat, both of them off the plate away, but called strikes. Probably go out there again with another fastball.
Quick pitch to him. And he sends this one left center field, run down by Kemp. R.A. Dickey doing a Johnny Cueto.
Yeah, not too sure about this one. Mentioned the 2 fastballs. He wanted to go again with the fastball. Ends up down in the middle of the plate. Taylor able to hit it hard. Kemp runs it down.
Second time in this series that Kemp has gone hard to his left. Caught some green. Broken bat liner off the bat of Cruz last night. It was the first time we saw him do it. Oh, and 2 to Valencia. 2 out, nobody on. And he getting the start in right field here tonight. 13 homers. 61 runs batted in. He's got 18 doubles and 3 triples. R.A. Dickey, 16th game against the Mariners, his 7th start, a 5-5 record career. Swing and a miss. And he's gone. Mariners are done 1, 2, 3. An 8-pitch inning for R.A. Dickey. Mariners lead it by 1. lineup. We take a look at our Quicken Loans Rocket Arms active strikeout leaders. Kirsten Charles Sabathia, 2810. And Big Sexy Bartolo Colon at 2432. Getting it done with Minnesota. Cutting it, sinking it, and getting people out.
And we will see CC on Friday night. And Miranda going to go at it. A couple of left-handers.
Bartolo Colon still getting it done. He was down here for a spell earlier this year with Atlanta. He's in his 20th year. Flowers swings through. Flowers a walk and a strikeout looking. Erasmo Ramirez protecting a 1-run lead, pitching in to the 6th here. He's retired the last 7 men that he's faced. Flowers, Albies, and Dansby Swanson 6, 7, and 8 here in the 6th inning.
Ramirez, he's doing what he normally does, throwing a lot of strikes. 71 pitches, 48 strikes.
Quick ground ball.
And keeping the ball on the ground. 9 ground ball outs, 4 strikeouts for him.
Atlanta took a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the first, Mariners tied at top 2. There's a ground ball to Segura. Gets a nice hop. Throws out the Atlanta catcher. 8 consecutive hitters retired by Ramirez. For every strikeout recorded by a Mariner pitcher at Safeco Field, Holland America Line's going to make a donation to the Seattle Children's Hospital Uncompensated Care Fund. Mariners thank Holland America Line for their support of both the community and Mariners baseball. Good roll here by Ramirez. 8 consecutive hitters retired. Brings up Ozzie Albies, the second baseman. Shows bunt, brings in Seager, strike 1. Albies tonight, a strikeout and a base hit to left.
And a base hit to left on a first pitch fastball away from him in the series. He's been aggressive.
Four runs on 11 hits for the Mariners. Nice turnaround from last night. That one slapped foul. Shutout last night for the 10th time. 4-0 Braves on 5 hits. Braves had 4 runs on 11 hits.
They scored their last 2 runs in the 3rd inning, so I'm ready for him to add on. Dave, what do you think?
Let's check that box. Chase Utley just made a spectacular play to keep Rich Hill's perfect game alive. Dodgers Pirate game. Still no score in that ball game. Top of the 9th in that ball game. That game in Pittsburgh. Green 2, 1 out, nobody on. Mariners take off for New York after this game, and then Baltimore. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Erasmo Ramirez, strikeout number 5, his 9th consecutive hitter retired.
Man, it looks like he goes back to the changeup again. It is the changeup, 80 miles an hour. His best pitch. Did not give in to him. 3-2. Changeup looked like he started middle in. Ended up in the middle of the plate, but down. Gets him to swing over the top of it.
There's Dansby Swanson, base hit to center in the second inning, run scored, and then he struck out a second time up. Lane Adams on deck. He'll ready to pinch hit for R.A. Dickey. Straight up in the infield. Already about a step towards right for Swanson. Cosmo got to get back in it now. It's 3-0. It's 1-1 for previous starts here in second chapter as a Mariner with a 3.54 ERA. 3-0 pitch. And he walked him. So that ends a string of 9 consecutive retired. It's his third walk. One of them has been intentional.
Lane Adams is going to pinch hit. So R.A. Dickey is done for the night. The pinch hitter. Seen him in both games so far. Now the third game. So he's played every game. Pinch hitting.
One of the things he can do very well, he's very fast. First pitch strike to Adams, 13th round pick by Kansas City back in '09. 27 years old out of Tallahena, Oklahoma. Ramirez has got him 0-2. For the put away here, an 0-2 pitch. Ramirez to Adams up high. There's the great conversationalist at third, Kyle Seager, engaging with Corey Blazer. Breaking ball. As Zunino held it there for emphasis and didn't get the call. 2-2. Wow. Ramon De Jesus, home plate umpire tonight. 2-2 pitch, 2 out, runner at first. Full count.
Inciarte waiting on deck. You want to put him away right now. Inciarte has been a hot hitter.
Third full count for Erasmo tonight. 3-2 pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over. Half a dozen strikeouts for Ramirez, who goes 6 innings, and he's got a 4-3 lead. Here on Root Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Come try the new Smoky Jack Burger or Chicken Sandwich, limited time only. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. And by CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. Well, last night we had Whack-A-Mole. Now Whack-A-Sprinkler. What did you do for summer?
Well, they have the weather for it.
There's R.A. Dickey, his night done.
6 innings, 11 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. A couple of walks, 6 strikeouts, 88 pitches, 60 of those for strikes.
Jason Mott takes over. Seager fouls one off his foot.
37 appearances, a 3.9 ERA, 21 strikeouts, over 13 walks. Bull is hitting .226 against him. He's given up 5 home runs this year. His fastball on average at 93 miles an hour. Cutter, slider.
Jason Mott grew up not too far from Robin Laura Petrie in New Rochelle, New York. Went to Iona College. Cardinals, Cubs, Colorado, first year with Atlanta. Had a big year with the Cardinals in 2012 with 42 saves. Kyle Seager leading things off here for the Mariners, followed by Mitch Haniger and Mike Zunino. Seager to center field. Enos tracks his NCR tag. Seager retired. Kyle with a couple hits tonight, 2 for 4 with an RBI. The Mariners return home on Friday, September 1st. They're going to open up a 9-game homestand against fellow American League West teams. So you can enjoy a 3-game series versus the A's, Astros, and Angels. So get ready. Catch all the division action by picking up your tickets right now at Mariners.com. Want to know to Mitch Haniger.
David Phelps just activated from the disabled list. The right-hander. Mark Stepchenski also getting loose.
To right field. Markakis tracking. He's on the track near the fence. Makes the catch. Which gave it a good ride. 2 down.
Pretty good pitch too on the outside corner. That's the fastball, 92 miles an hour.
Mike Zunino, base hit to right, 1 for 3 tonight. Strikeout and a ground out. Boy, pretty interesting the way Jason Mott sets up. Extreme third base side of the rubber.
Yeah, and then he's closed off when he's set. You would expect him to crossfire, but he straightens out a little bit when he comes towards home. Not as bad as you would think. So he almost opened up right there to throw that breaking ball.
The Dodger pitcher Rich Hill loses his perfect game, a 9th inning error. No hits through 9. Turn him loose here.
Yep, let him hit. Feels a little bit better about things. Had a base hit his last time up. Solid double. Couple of outs. He can steal a run.
Take his base. Heredia for his 4th plate appearance. First time up, sacrifice fly. Second time up, intentional walk. Third time, intentional walk. Still fascinated by the organist. Jen Mueller had a great feature on him before the game. And Heredia came up to the song Like a Hurricane. It's the closest he could get to Heredia. That's well done. The 0-1.
Well, Ramirez is on deck. I don't know that he'll hit again, although he has a couple of hits and swung the bat well and driven in a run.
You know what?
But you have Nelson Cruz in the dugout, too.
True.
So, and he's at 90 pitches, so we'll see what they want to do. He might just be out there. You also have Gamble and Ruiz on the bench. Motter came into the game for Cano.
Robbie out with a tight left hamstring after his second double of the ball game. Mr. Cruz at the ready.
Oh, he's ready.
All in 2 strikes. Oh, jeez. That's a fair ball.
No,
oh, man.
No, Scott's saying to hit his forearm. Already obviously in some pain with that reaction, and Rick Griffin has him right now.
Boy, that really.
Right now they're saying it hit the. Right now they're saying it hit the bat, and they're calling him out. Well, let's take a look at it. You would think it hit him with the reaction that he had. Misses the knob. Hits him on the wrist. That's pretty obvious there.
On.
So I think they'll change this. I think they'll change it.
Wow. Jeff Nelson, crew chief, going to go down. This is not pretty.
It sounded like it hit the bat. That's how solid it hit him. And
Yep.
he was just starting his swing. So moving towards the ball. Is this running in on him at 93 miles an hour? And that catches him solid.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, you could tell by his reaction right away. Boy, oh boy. Already lost Cano.
Last night they had a review that went 36 seconds. I like to think this review won't go much, shouldn't go much longer than that.
I don't think so. They just showed it on the big screen, and you could tell by no reaction from the crowd that they know that this is going to get changed. Mott's still on the mound. He realizes it too, and here we go.
Clearly, you only had to look at it once.
Now they're going to give him first base. We'll see if he can go to first base. Zunino will move up to second. Heredia to first. And it looks like they're going to have Ben run for him. He's going to run.
50 seconds.
All right, good. Well, he's able to stay in the game.
50 seconds on review.
And Nelson Cruz out of the dugout. He is going to hit. Good outing for Ramirez. Picks up a couple of hits. His first major league hit, first RBI.
Hey, I'm tipping the cap.
Settled
to
down
him.
after the first inning. More importantly, was able to hold the score down.
Big tip of the cap.
Yep.
Kidding? Just outstanding. 6 innings pitched. So 9 outs to get out of your bullpen. Not bad. Here's Mr. Cruz. Couple of men aboard. American League RBI leader. Off the end of the bat. Tough break. That'll do it. Couple of runners stranded. We go to the home 7th for 3 Mariners. top. 7th inning stretch brought to you by the Washington Lottery. Root for Washington's Lottery and get out and play today. Great outing by Erasmo Ramirez.
That gave up a couple of runs in the first inning, but settled down after that. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts for him through 90 pitches.
Beacon Plumbing call to the pen. Veteran left-hander Mark Zepchinski.
Sinking fastball at 92 miles an hour. Slider, occasional changeup to the right-hander. 50 appearances on the year, 2-0 record, a 2.63 ERA. Opponent's hitting just 2.16 against Mark. Top of the order, Inciarte, Phillips, and Freeman are due up for a couple of left-handers.
Tough customer here in Inciarte. 2 hits tonight. Second in hits in the National League. Ben Gamble takes over in left. And Haniger moves to center field. There's Ben. Full big time right there.
So just Ruiz on the bench.
Greg Griffin, Rob Nodine, and staff. Yosh busy tonight. Left strained hammy for Cano and forearm injury. Hit by a pitch was Heredia. Ground ball, Motter. Can't make the transfer. And Inciarte's aboard for the 3rd time tonight. That'll be a base hit.
A speedy runner. It would have been tough to throw him out anyway. Motter has a strong throwing arm. We'll take a look at the backhanded play. He's able to range over and get to it. Never quite had the handle.
One-run game. See if Zepchinski can get Brandon Phillips 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Ball 1. Phillips a single to right, run scored in the first. RBI ground out in the second. And grounded out to second base. That was back in the 4th inning.
Whoa.
Gets away. That's a big problem. Inciarte can really run. He's going to be at third base. He won 2 base throwing error.
We'll take a look at it. Pretty good shape to make the throw, just high and wide. Almost hits the umpire, Laz Diaz. As Dave mentioned, Inciarte can really run, so he gets to third without a problem. A strange series for the Mariners as far as their defense goes. Made 4 errors in game 1, a couple last night. Now this throwing error. Let's see if Mark can get out of it.
1-run game. Infield comes up close. 1-0 to Phillips. Freeman on deck. What does Zepchinski need? An out. Way behind here, 3-0. Phillips is 1 for 5 against him. You see that right, Erasmo Ramirez, 2 singles and an RBI. And ball 4 not close. Runners at the corners. Tying run aboard. Go ahead run aboard for Freddie Freeman, their best hitter.
Mel Stottlemyre out of the dugout. He was well off the plate away on all 4 pitches, so mechanically trying to get him back in line. Most of the time when you see that, that front side is just flying open, so maybe they can get Mark straightened out.
Mariners holding on to a 1-run lead. Here's Freddie Freeman. RBI double first inning. Center field, then intentionally walked in the second, ground out in the 5th. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Freeman 1 for. Check that, 2 for 8 against Sepchinski. Swing and a miss.
A good breaking ball from him.
Did he go? They checked with third base umpire Corey Blazer. Did not.
I thought it was close. I also thought the pitch was pretty close too. Probably just down out of the strike zone. Get 3 sliders in a row.
1-1 pitch. Foul off. The Dodgers, Rich Hill was throwing a beauty tonight. Then he allows a walk-off to Josh Harrison, leading off the 10th after throwing 9 no-hit innings. Pirates win it at home in Pittsburgh. Oh, that's a big strikeout, as big as any strikeout the Mariners have had this year. 1 out. They get Freddie Freeman.
Now we'll see what Scott Service wants to do. Now you have the right-hander coming up, but another lefty after that. He just stayed with the slider the entire time. Good pitches down out of the strike zone. And Scott out of the dugout. He has David Phelps just activated from the disabled list, ready to go in the bullpen.
Going to go righty-righty when we come back. Mariners need a double play ball to get out of this jam. They've got a 1-run lead, 4-3. Mariners trying to get out of a jam. They're in a big sweat right now. Roster move made today. Leonis Martin DFA'd. And David Phelps reinstated in the impingement in his right elbow. He's been pitching really well his last few times out. coming back off the DL.
And on the year, 51 appearances, a 3.33 ERA. In 54 innings, he has 62 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting .240 against him. Fastball in the mid-90s, hard slider. Cleanup hitter in Kemp.
Phelps with the Mariners. This will be game number 8. 1-1 record, 2.57 ERA. He's got inherited runners at the corners, 1 out. And he is looking to throw a double play ground ball. Matt Kemp will be the hitter. Kemp is 3 for 8 against him. And tonight, Matt, 3 groundouts. Ball 1. Osmo Ramirez, 6 strong innings left with the lead. Mariners trying to hold on to it right here. Mariners rallied from a 2-0 deficit, tied it 2-2 in the second, gave it up, took it back in the third. And that's a gapper coming on. Gamble can't get it. Inciarte scores, ties the game at 4-4. Broken bat base hit by Matt Kemp. It's his 49th RBI, his first hit tonight. He went 2 for 3 last night.
And we'll take a look at it. Good fastball, two-seamer, runs it in on his hands. Elevated a little bit, was able to hit it in the outfield even though it was a soft line drive. I'm going to bring up the lefty, Markakis. He's had a good series.
That's a tough break there. Brand new ball game, and Mark Zepchinski, his pickoff attempt, put the Braves in position. 2-base error put Inciarte at third. Kemp brings him in. Markakis 4 for 15 against David Phelps. Saw a lot of each other. Phelps with the Yankees, Nick with the Orioles. One, 2 to Nick. Dandy night for him last night. 2 for 4. Drove in 2 runs. Got another RBI tonight. First inning sacrifice fly. Strikeout. Fly to right center in his other appearances. Up the middle, here's Motter. Backflip. They get the runner at second, but a run scores, and the Braves take the lead. Fielder's choice RBI, Markakis, 2 RBIs tonight, 2 last night.
Just talked about it. He's had a good series, and this is just a bad break. Pretty good pitch down, and the chopper over the mound. They're not going to turn a double play on that.
Two outs, 2 runs in. There's Flowers, the catcher. And you know, it's a disappointment right now. Yes, the Mariners are trailing. Nelson Cruz has already been used.
Ruiz is the only one left on the bench.
Just joining us, already out. He was hit by a pitch at the right forearm. Cano out of the game with a hamstring, left hamstring issue. Check with Les Diaz, didn't go.
And one of the other things that we've seen is in the bullpen for the Braves, they have 3 gentlemen out there that are going to be in the upper 90s with their fastball. So they'll have the work cut out for them.
1-1 here. Phelps trying to get Flowers, put an end to the 7th. 1-2.
Just staying at the top of the zone. Last fastball at 93. He's topped out at 94 so far.
One-two pitch. Yet another lead change in this ball game.
That seemed like it was a foul ball. Took off right away. Thought maybe it hit the knob of the bat, but nobody's arguing about it.
Runners at first and second. Rough go here for David.
I'm assuming to hit him since nobody argued. Elbow pad.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. So now you got Albies. 1 for 3. Single to left, back in the 3rd. Up and in. 7th man to the plate here in the 7th inning.
And for Phelps, 11 pitches, 6 strikes.
Ronzo diving play. Phelps covers. Well done. 2 runs, 2 hits. No errors, 2 left. Braves have retaken the lead. 5-4 Atlanta. Season for the Mariners Monday here at SunTrust Park. Total eclipse of the sun. That's really something. Next time it happens, Dallas and Cleveland will be in a path of totality. And you never know in a baseball schedule, that could be opening day. That's
Could
on
be.
Monday.
Yeah, could be.
Well, at hand right now, the Mariners got a rally again in 3 lead changes. 5-4 Braves. The new pitcher, veteran Jim Johnson.
51 appearances on the year, a 6-2 record, a 4.96 ERA, high ERA, 56 strikeouts over 18 walks. Opponent's hitting .253. He's given up 5 home runs. Fastball at 94 miles an hour. Curveball changeup to go with it.
Johnson, a veteran pitcher, been around a long time. There's base hit now for Segura. He needed that. 0 for 4 tonight. And 0 for his last 17. He's got a leadoff double here in the 8th. Tying run. Nice setup here for Alonso.
And being aggressive, breaking ball. That was the curveball. Towards the end of the bat, but able to keep it fair. Good situation for the Mariners. See if Alonso can get something that he can pull.
Gene Segura, big spot right there. He's now 4 for 6 against Jim Johnson. There's Alonso, 1 for 1 against him. Alonso tonight got a base hit, 1 for 4. 7th hit on the road trip. Time called. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
And a good count.
2-0. You got Vincent and you got Pagan. And make it 3-0. Normally Cano would be on deck, but he's out of the ball game. Left hamstring tightness. Taylor Monarch's taking his place. Taylor with the double, and he was also robbed. Diving catch in left center field by Kemp. 3-0 pitch. Base runner, 2 of them. Nice setup here. Jim Johnson having his issues. Hey, make sure you join the Mariners in EQC for Guys Night Out on Friday, September 8th. For only $40, fans can score a ticket, a Mariners beanie, and a drink voucher. Special offers only available at mariners.com/guys.
We'll see how Scott Service wants to play this Mater. You mentioned came into the game for Cano. You have first and second. Nobody out. Rally hat on.
Tom Bentley in the house.
Danny Valencia waiting on deck. Phillips, the third baseman, even with the bag.
Dirt, and Segura takes off for third. He's going to get there without a throw. Alonso to second.
That helps. Good read by Segura. Sometimes you can't see it because you have the catcher and the umpire and you're not sure how far the ball is, but Segura will take off. He sees it right away. So a great break for the Mariners. Take advantage of it.
Terrific situation here. Second and third, nobody out, down a run.
And another good count.
So the veteran Jim Johnson struggling.
8 pitches, just 2 strikes.
Johnson, 34 years old. Long-time Oriole pitcher. Here's a drive, base hit into the gap. Scoring is Segura. Alonso getting a wave on. Bobbled out there by Inciarte. 2-run single, Taylor Motter. The Mariners are back on top. 6-5 Seattle here in the 8th. Taylor Motter, what a story. Coming off the bench to replace the injured Robinson Cano. He's doubled and now singled in 2, and the Mariners are back on top.
And taking advantage of a good count. Gets a fastball. It was the middle of the plate. Hits a rocket into center field. Solid line drive. Good read by Alonso right away as he takes off, and the Mariners will take the lead. What a really good at-bat again, taking advantage of a 2-0 count fastball right in the middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Good aggressive swing.
Fourth lead change in this ball game. There's Danny Valencia. Big spot for Taylor Motter, recently recalled. Valencia 2 for 4 against Jim Johnson.
Another good count.
Mariners have done some good work. They just keep on coming. Johnson way behind again, 2-0. 13 hits tonight for the Mariners. 6 runs on 13 hits, an error, and 11 men left. And he tried to lose that one. 2-1.
Take a shot at it. Fastball on the inside part of the plate.
Nobody out. Motter good speed. He's at first, back safely. Only one player remaining on the Mariner bench. Carlos Ruiz, Nelson Cruz. As you look at Winkler and Freeman down in the Braves pen. 2-1. Nelson Cruz has already been used as a pinch hitter. Runner goes. Here's a throw to second. Motter in there safely. Stolen base. Taylor Motter. He's in scoring position. Motter with the bag, his 10th. It's 10 out of 11.
It's a pretty good jump. Runs on a curveball. Good pitch to run on, too. Ball bounces into second base.
So 6-5 Mariner lead. Chance up to pick up another one here. Nobody out. Pitch to Valencia. Through the hole, base hit. Motter had to make sure it got through. He'll be held there at third, so Danny Valencia keeps it going. Base hit for Danny, and it'll bring up Kyle Seager. Wearing out Jim Johnson. Double walk, 2-run single, base hit, and they're going to come get him.
Some good at-bats by the Mariners. They have responded throughout this game. Behind early, able to take the lead, just fell behind again and come right back and take the lead again in a great situation. Still nobody out.
Jim Johnson may need a police escort to get out of here tonight. 6-5 Mariner lead. Couldn't get anybody out. Gave up the lead. Mariners up 6-5 now. Here's Kyle Seager against Matt Winkler. "14 hits for the Mariners. Seager, he's got 2 of them.
For Dan Winkler, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, cutter, slider, changeup to go with it.
Chance to build on this. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Mariners trying to go 4-2 on this road trip. Throw to first.
I think we'll probably see Nick Vincent in the 8th inning. Go ahead and add on. Great situation for the Mariners.
Two runs up on the board, bidding for more here. And here's a drive deep left center field. Look at the carry on this one. Giddy up, baby! And it is gone. Kyle Seager with a 3-run homer. 5 spot on the board here in the 8th. Kyle Seager with the home run, his 19th.
And that is a big-time add-on right there. Kyle now with 4 RBIs in the game. He scored a couple of runs. His 3rd hit. What a night.
I hear the Mariner fans here in Atlanta.
Quite the answer by the Mariners.
Beautiful. 3-run jack.
We talk about Kyle all the time, pulling the ball for his power, but he puts a charge into that one going out towards left center. Inciarte, the center fielder, trying to get to it. Maybe they hit it right off the top of the wall.
Mm-hmm. Here's Haniger. Did not go, says Las Diaz. Join the party, Mitch Haniger. You already have 2 hits. Keep this thing going here in the 8th. 5 runs up on the board.
Nobody out.
It's a 6-man to the plate. He is gone. First out.
Take another look at Kyle Seager. Put down on time, elevated fastball, and probably middle away, running away from him, and he goes with it, driving it out to left center field.
Here's Mike Zunino. 5 runs in the inning.
Mike has been on base a couple of times. 1 for 3 is also walked.
Feeling for Kyle Seager tonight. 4 runs, 3 hits. Mike pulls one foul, scattering the fellas. Come out of here with a W. They'll enjoy New York even more and a day off tomorrow. One and 2. What an explosive inning. One of the better ones we've seen this year, particularly in a come from behind situation. Up and in. Zunino with a base hit back in the 5th. 1 for 3 with a walk. Full count. Tremendous come from behind performance here in the 8th inning. Really stunned this crowd. 23,890. The majority of Braves fans. Mike swings through. He's gone. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Winkler. Are you the ultimate Northwest fan in the state of Washington? Well, then Root Sports is looking for you. You've got 1 day left to submit a photo and a story on our website at rootsports.com/ultimate-fan, and you could win a VIP trip for 2 to Seattle, Mariners Ultimate Weekend event in September, personalized jersey, and more.
Good to see a number of the Mariners in this inning take advantage of hitters' counts, being aggressive.
Right, don't be shy. Ben Gamble's first plate appearance. Heredia's place. He was hit by a pitch. Forearm. Ben rides one. Deep right center field. Tracking is Markakis, and that will do it. But a big 5 spot on 4 hits. 3-run homer by Seager. The Mariners have blown it open here in the 8th. Five spot in the 8th with 8 men coming to the plate. Tune in every Sunday to watch a new episode of Mariners All Access. Get exclusive player interviews, behind the scenes footage, and Mariners stories you can't find anywhere else. If you missed Sunday's episode, tune in for re-airs throughout the week on Root Sports. And local programming schedule, visit rootsports.com. New pitcher for the Mariners, Nick Vincent.
55 appearances on the year, a 1.88 ERA for Nick Vincent. 41 strikeouts, over 9 walks. Opponents hitting .221 against him. Fastball at 90 miles an hour. Typically used at the top of the zone. Good cut fastball, 87, 88, and a slider.
Mariner fans enjoying the sights here in Atlanta. 9-5 Seattle. Rubber match of this series. We're heading to New York. Day off. 3 games up there, 3 in Baltimore. Dansby Swanson leads off. Nick Vincent, saw him on Monday, pitched an inning and a third, scoreless ball. Prior to that, against the Rays Saturday, struck out the side. Inning of work. Up the middle, base hit. bring up Jace Peterson.
His first plate appearance of the night. Came into the game as part of a double switch in left field.
Mark it down, Mike, is probably the last double switch we'll have to deal with for the year. Or the World Series, but right now, I'll throw out a big hallelujah. One on one. 9-5 Mariner lead.
Good cut fastball right under his hands.
Look what the Mariners have done in terms of overcoming deficits.
Taylor Motter over there minding his own business, ends up with a couple of hits and drives in a couple of big runs for him.
Well said. You know, backing up a superstar never takes a day off, and
right.
Comes in and after Robbie was off to a terrific start, double to left.
Yeah, he was.
2 doubles to left, and then first plate appearance, Motter gets a double, lines out hard to left, and then comes up with a 2-run single.
And by the way, with the doubles for Robbie tonight, he passes Babe Ruth on the doubles list.
57th place all time, huh? We got to see it. Got fingers and toes crossed that he has a quick recovery tomorrow, and he's in the lineup Friday.
Same for Guillermo.
Yeah.
No hit on the forearm. Came out of the game. So hopefully both of those guys will be okay in a couple of days. Again, the Mariners with the day off tomorrow.
Coming in, Haniger got a great jump. Good job.
Little jam shot. Nice running catch. Backhanded play by Mitch. Which had started in left field. Valencia in right field tonight. Heredia was in center field, and after he was hit, Gamble came into the game, so Mitch went to center field, and there's Ben out in left.
Let us not forget the works of Erasmo Ramirez tonight. Left with the lead. Mariners gave it up, but he goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs unearned, 3 walks, 6 Ks, a couple of hits, first major league hit, and an RBI. This one goes through the whole right side off the bat. Inciarte. His first really good substantial look we've had at Inciarte, and you can see why he is doing so well. 4 hits for him tonight as we take a look at CenturyLink What's Next. Ariel Miranda goes against CC Sabathia. We'll see Sonny Gray in a Yankee uniform for the first time. And Giovanni Gallardo will oppose him. And Andrew Albers goes against Masahiro Tanaka.
Aaron Judge has been struggling, but Sanchez now is the hot hitter for the Yankees. Mariners will be aware of that through the weekend.
You bet.
Brandon Phillips going to step in.
One out runners at first and second. It's out of play. Yankees beat Detroit 10-2. Severino gets the win. Second time they've pounded Detroit, beat them 13-4 last night. 0-1. Couple runs scored by Phillips tonight, 1 for 3. One pitch. Right to Seager. Can he get 2? No. 2 away.
And we'll take a look at it. Kyle with the good hands always gets rid of it quickly.
Two outs, 2 on, brings up Freddie Freeman. 1 for 3, RBI double in the first. Jaczynski struck him out with a couple men aboard in the 7th. Foul back. Freeman 0 for 1 against Nick Vincent. Nick, of course, had been with San Diego. I'd seen the Braves on occasion. Oh, 1 pitch. Riding down low.
Probably try to keep the ball in on his hands with the cut fastball as Diaz starts to get loose in the bullpen.
One to Freeman.
Another cutter in there.
2-1. A.J. Minter getting ready. Two 1 pitch. Working inside. Missed.
He's working inside and trying to keep the ball above the belt. About it with Freeman in this series. Good low ball hitter. If you're going to pitch him inside, you have to elevate the fastball.
Three 1. Base hit into the gap. Just past Motter. Run scores. 9-6 ball game.
Great effort.
Second RBI tonight for Freeman. His 53rd.
And we'll take a look at it. Back inside, that is the four-seam fastball. Still jams him. Taylor almost able to get to it. And it was just off the end of his glove or just right out of his reach. And great effort. Yeah, Scott Service walking out of the dugout. Nick now at 18 pitches, 10 strikes. You take another look. Taylor just out of his reach. And he's going to go to Diaz.
Batting in a pitcher's spot here. Matt Adams was announced. Nick Vincent takes his leave. 2 outs, a run in, couple of runners aboard. It's a 9-6 ball game. Mariners need him to come up big here. 4-out situation. Let's take a look at this last play. And Taylor Motter was all out here, Mike.
Pretty good pitch, I thought, by Nick Vincent, elevating the fastball. It was on the inside corner, and Taylor trying to end the inning, and it was that close to the Mariners being in the dugout. Instead, a run scores. There's still 2 outs, and Diaz trying to get out of the 8th inning.
Diaz, good numbers. Matt Adams, the hitter. Big swing and a miss by Adams. Mariners have seen him a couple of times back in 2013. Looper coming on. Haniger coming on. He's there to make the catch. And that'll shut down the Braves here in the 8th. They put 1 on the board. Draw a little bit closer. Mariners still on top, 9-6. Spirited game, to say the least. You want to talk about a game of inches. He hit it high. He hit it far. Inciarte makes a really good effort. Just out of his reach for a 3-run homer. And, of course, the traditional greeting with Nelson Cruz. And don't anybody get hurt, please.
Kyle with 19 home runs, 67 RBIs, and Diaz, as they're out of people, sent him up there. I'm sure he is up there to stand there. AJ Minter making his major league debut. Left-hander for the Braves. Throw the ball out. His first strike. Good fastball at 96 miles an hour.
Strike 2 to Edwin.
Yeah, and the only person left on the bench is Ruiz, the backup catcher. That's the reason why he's hitting, and you also want him to pitch the 9th now.
First plate appearance for Diaz in the major leagues. Without seeing his face, just looking at his body type, AJ Minter looks like Mike Stanton, left-hander who pitched for the Braves and the Yankees.
Good fastball, too. If Vincent had been able to finish that last inning, I think Marco Gonzalez would probably be pinch hitting right now. Yeah, he was on deck.
Yeah.
But now that Diaz is in the game, you have to keep him in the game.
Did what he was told. Stand up there, don't do anything stupid.
Exactly. First major league strikeout for Minter. He's smiling about it.
Hey, you're in the books as a hitter.
It's rare that you stand up there and you go in the dugout and you get high fives and everybody says, nice job.
Right. Didn't pull a muscle. You didn't get hit. Yeah, you're right. That's a rare attaboy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's probably thinking, man, that's what I look like on the other end, huh?
Well, he was probably telling those guys he had a base hit to right center all the way if they just let him swing.
Yeah. Here's Segura. Off the fist, down the line. Gene broke an 0 for 17 with the double in the 8th inning. Oh, 2 fouled off. What a game, huh? Go down 2-0, tied at 2-2. Down 3-2. Take the lead 4-3. Give it back. Take it back. What a 2 to Segura. Enter out of Tyler, Texas. Texas A&M kid. Gene's gone. To make your voice heard, nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RootFanFave. Each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light mini fridge just for participating. For official rules, go to rootsports.com. Yonder Alonso. 1 for 4, a couple of runs scored. He's walked. Right. There's a game over 500 right now at 64 and 63. You're going to New York, catch a hot Yankee team, scored 23 runs its last 2 games. Hit the left field. Peterson towards the line, makes the catch. That'll do it for the Mariners. Here we go. Buckle up. 3 big outs they get to put this one in the books. We're right back. Mariner fans got the fingers crossed here. Get a closeout. 9-6. Mariners on top. Bottom 9 here in Atlanta.
Diaz came into the game to get the last out in the 8th. Topped out at 98 miles an hour. Good fastball tonight.
First batter is going to be Nick Markakis. Strike one. Mariners can win this game. It would be their 60th win against 19 losses when they score 4 or more runs. Swing and a miss.
Good slider at the bottom of the zone.
Nine runs on 15 hits. Pitch to Markakis is gone in 3 pitches, 1 out.
And we'll take a look at it. First pitch fastball is at 97. Comes back with a couple of sliders at the bottom of the zone to get him to swing over the top of it. Great location on both those pitches.
Nice to see him bounce back after the rough outing he had. Remember last week at home, everything was flying open, couldn't find the plate.
He's done that a couple of times this year.
Here's Tyler Flowers, the catcher, ball 1. Oh for 2, walk and hit by a pitch. Down the line, foul ball. Huge 8th inning for the Mariners. A 2-run single by Taylor Motter, a 3-run homer by Kyle Seager. Just overmatched him at 98. Here we go, 1 and 2 to Flowers. Strike 3 call, 2 down.
So the first 2 strikeouts on the slider. You can see Mikey wanted that pitch down in the zone. Ends up at the top of the zone, but buckles him. Does he take it?
Ozzie Albies, last hope here for the Braves. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Mariners up by 3. The 0-1 here.
99 miles an hour on that last fastball.
Safe to say advantage Diaz here with that gas. 0-2 here to Albies. Long look by Edwin. Going for the put away right here. And he does. Ball game over. Mariners win it 9-6. A stirring come from behind win, multiple times coming from behind to win this series 2-1. They go 2 games above 500 again, and they're going to go to New York with big smiles tonight.
Ramirez will not get the win in this one, but let's not forget his efforts. 6 innings today, giving up the 3 earned runs. 2 of them in the first inning, settled down after that. Also picked up his first big league base hit, had 2 hits on the night, drove in a run. Kyle Seager, his 19th home run. He drove in 4, and as Dave mentioned, nice job by the guys to come back a number of times in this ball game.
Indeed, 60th win when scoring 4 or more runs. We're going to enjoy tomorrow off in New York City. For Mike Blowers, I'm Dave Sims. Mariners post game presented by Alaska Airlines starts right now with Angie and Bill with a ton to talk about. Have at it, folks.